Nice little pace we got going on. Okay, we have a nice cancel culture scenario. I wish there was another C word I can think of. But we haven't talked about someone getting canceled or some organization getting canceled in a while. This is like a classic cancel. It's like, this is kind of crazy this is even happening in 2023. Sorry. So, a Canadian KFC marketing campaign is receiving backlash on social media after many users finding the imaging to be culturally insensitive images from the campaign starting to go viral from after they were posted to X/Twitter from KFC's Canada's director of marketing. Once the images began to receive criticism from lack of diversity, the director of the marketing apologized and shared a 60-second commercial that says it is more representative of Canada's diversity and their creative. I don't know, but basically, for all the audio listeners, it's basically your good old classic black people eating fried chicken and fried chicken sandwiches. That's really what it boils down to. I'm a bit shocked that this is even a thing in 2022, like I said. But let's see what some of the fan base, some of the users, some people from social media are saying. Go ahead. So the initial post. Oh, okay. So this was the initial post from the director of marketing. Sorry, utensils. It's finger looking good. Latest campaign. I couldn't be more proud. So, you know, the marketing director is posting up, you know, and this is obviously their idea, inspired by them. And again, it's just images of, it's images of the utensils not being used because the people, which happen to be black and brown folk, are eating the chicken with their hands. And we all know KFC's finger looking good. So that's what they said. That's what they posted. And let's see what some of the responses were. At JR the writer, nah. It's the way that eating this chicken makes it look, makes it even more. It's just finger looking good. It's fine. What else? So we just said, hold up. Keep going. Someone said, I think this campaign is brilliant. Visually, it's strong as hell. However, and this is a big however, this lacked cultural sensitivity. Casting missed the mark. Okay, so they think it's good in like the artistic view of it, but they don't understand why it's just black people eating it. It's giving general fried chicken. Classic. Keep going. It's absolutely effing racist and dehumanizing. KFC at Telekernel. Once again, black people are exploited in several of some idiot's career goals when they clearly haven't done their homework. This is hideous, ridiculous ad campaign. KFC, take this racist garbage down. What? That's how they said it. Sorry, maybe I missed the mark. What else? This is racist. I'm sorry, but some of you black folk need to calm down. Okay, so this is a person on the opposite side. I used to be that person. Glad I grew up and stopped seeing everything as an attack. This is not racism, is it? So they're kind of questioning, like, what is the big hoopla? Big energy. I think that's from the, what movie is that from? I forget.
Clone Tyrone.
Clone Tyrone. And last but not least, the post that was shared following the backlash. So after the backlash, the marketing director posted, my earlier post didn't capture the full diversity of our latest campaign. I personally apologize for not being more thoughtful in my excitement to share the campaign and only sharing certain photos. Here's a 60-second spot that is more representative of Canada's diversity in our Does he mean their creativity? Anyway, I guess they actually posted an ad to go with this, so I guess we can watch this real quick just so we can get the full context. So go back and then come, or you can refresh it, however it's easier for you guys. Let's see what the ad is looking like. Nice feel good.
I'm all out of love.
Actually,
I'm so lost without you. I know you were right.
You know, actually, there was a copyright in one of our videos.
Oh wow, that's
well,
great.
Because we're obviously not, then it's just like, hey, your thing has copyright material in it. So if we were making things off of it, some of it would get claimed. forget which video. It was I think it was some like gunplay stuff. Anyway, sorry to be talking during the video, but it's just again a bunch of people eating KFC without utensils, and the utensil is sad. So, but it's more than just black and brown people. There was some Asian looking people, white older people. They got everybody in there because everybody eats KFC, not just black people, of course. Anyway, we've seen this a million times. Maybe it doesn't even require a deep dive. What do y'all think? Do you think that the initial posting does look a bit sus? Does feel a bit lacking in sensitivity? Does look a little, what's that word people use? I forget. Out of touch. What do you think it is? Do you think it warranted the apology and the backlash, or the backlash and the apology?
In a way, I do like. I don't want to say they. I don't know. I knew it makes sense that it happened. 1,000% makes sense that they got backlash for it. I think I agree with the one user.
From the images, based off the images alone.
Yeah. Just based on the images. Just based on the images.
Mm-hmm. That was the initial post.
Right. Yeah, the user that said like they could see that it had great direction or whatever, but it was just culturally insensitive. Like, I agree with that, and that the concept was actually pretty great. Like having the utensils, the shiny utensils, showing the people eating the chicken without using
and not using utensils.
Yeah, it was a great idea. And then the fact that it's all black people is just, it's baffling how things like this can still happen, and they don't realize that there's going to be, these companies don't realize that there's going to be pushback. And like, you expect that they have these big marketing firms or whatever that go through all these,
and teams. It would be a full
exactly,
team of people.
Teams, and plus they do the testing, the market, or the market testing or whatever, to make sure it's going to test well, and somehow it still slips through all that. It's just weird. It's weird. Like, I don't understand how it still happens. And like, it's so weird that I almost have to think like it's some just a random person, not the whole company, but some random person that just wants to slip something in there to be intentional, because it's like, how does this get so far? And
like the conspiracy that some of these companies do it on purpose because all press is good press.
I mean, I wasn't even saying that. It's just like one disgruntled, or not disgruntled person, but one like, kind of
Oh, somebody did it intentionally to harm the company.
Yeah.
Got you.
But I don't know. I mean, again, with the levels of market testing and all that stuff that they have, that probably can't be true. Like, it just has to be a gaffe. I don't know what else it could be. It's just weird. But yeah, I the reaction or whatever, the apology showing the full ad is exactly what the images that were initially released should have been. It should have had more diversity. Like, if just one of them was a black person and then there was a white person and an Asian person, it would have been fine. But because it was all black people, that's the problem.
Yeah, and obviously this is based in Canada. I mean, I think anywhere, actually, maybe if a country was more homogenous, maybe it would make sense. But obviously, in a place like Canada, where there is some level of diversity, if you want to reflect the people, then that makes sense.
Yeah, and again, like, to be clear, I'm not getting in an uproar about this. I would probably laugh in the way that it's so like ridiculous that they would do it and think it would just be fine. But I'm not the person that's like getting outraged about it. It's just crazy that they don't realize that these things are gonna cause backlash.
Mm-hmm. I got you. What about you, Ghost? I keep feeling as if I should be talking to another person here. Do you think the ad was insensitive, or do you think people were just being too sensitive. See like what I did there?
I mean,
Sorry.
it was insensitive, but I mean, I'm kind of like pretty much agree with Ace in that it's honestly funny at this point. Like, I don't think dude was trying to be racist, and he did recover it pretty well by showing the full ad spot, and it definitely was that diversity in the ad. But as far as the screen caps and the images, it's what makes it funny to me is that if you look on like all these different like the stereotypical college brochures, the company has their pictures of some of their employees. There's always one black person, maybe two, man and a woman, and it's all white people. Then maybe one Asian or something person. And you're telling me that on those three images you couldn't fit any other ethnicity? And like, come on, bro. Like, it's honestly, I think it's like what is it? What do they call it? Like a Freudian slip where it's an accident, but it subconsciously reveals your true mindset. So I don't know. I mean, it's I kind of expect things like this at this point. Like it's something straight out the Boondocks. Like the images that we're using,
Very
just
Boondocks.
it's so over the top and ridiculous how stereotypical it is. Like if you asked a racist person like what an image of a black person eating chicken would look like, those are the images that will pop up, to be honest. But I don't know. It like I'm not pissed or anything. I get why people are pissed, but it just at some point it goes past offense and it's just become.
Yeah, and I think you guys actually summed that up quite well. And yeah, I think I'm in the same like ballpark. It's kind of just like like what are we doing here? Yeah, it just yeah. I mean, you guys said it all. It's baffling how that can make it past a team or even a couple people without being like dog. You know, people because you just gotta know your environment. You gotta know that even though a lot of these people are like a bit tweaked out and will get outraged over anything, like you don't want to give them this much ammo. But I want to say so to KFC, but no shade. But I had KFC in my recent past, and it was not enjoyable. But salute to everybody that does like KFC. I can say that. If there's nothing else, we can move on to the next joint.